Namaskar. This is the second lecture about Paratantravalokanam. In last lecture, we saw Paratantravalokanam is recommended as one of the tool to enrich your buddhi. Paratantravalokanam iti buddhimedha karo ganaha. So that is one of the tool to enrich your buddhi medha. We also saw the qualities of Paratantra for Ayurveda, that is for our internal reference, which texts, which philosophies could be labeled as Paratantra within our reference. We considered that we have to have some common reference points, some points of agreement, and that's why we can call it them as Paratantra. Last time we saw Seti Kartavyata ko Rogotpadako Hitur Nidanam. That time I told that the Iti Kartavyata concept is from Mimamsa. Let me remind you that please consider Ayurveda as a special darshan or a darshan in itself. We should not take a stance that Ayurveda has taken something from this, something from this, and then compiled our own domain. There could be some exchange, but not certainly borrowership. I'll tell you again. There could be some exchange. Some words, some concepts could be exchanged, but it's not borrowership. I mean, if I say, or I say, put some analogy of artificial intelligence or something like that, IT sector, it's not borrowership. It is just a tool for better understanding. Similarly, Paratantravalokanam, if Ayurveda has some similarities with some other darshana or texts, it is not borrowership, it is for better understanding. Now, we'll go to a sutra. It is in Vagbhat. Idam agama siddhatvat pratyaksha phaladarshanaat mantravat samprayoktovam na mimausyam kathanchana. Idam agama siddhatvat pratyaksha phaladarshanaat mantravat samprayoktovam na mimausyam kathanchana. Here, what is mantra? So we go back to Mimamsa. The Mimamsak have referred their Ved as mantra and Brahman. Actually, Vedic literature is mantra, Brahman, Aranyak and Upanishad. But within the framework of Mimamsa, mantra Brahmanatmako Vedaha, that is for Mimamsak, Veda is mantra and Brahman literature. The verses or sentences which are appearing in mantra or Brahmana literature are Veda for Mimamsak. So mantra and Brahman, this is a classification of literature. But whatever verses appear in this Veda, Mantra Brahmanatmaka Veda, Mimamsak have classified them under 5 categories. It could be Vidhi, it could be Nishedh, it could be Arthavad, it could be Namadheya, or it could be Mantra. Vidhi, Nishedh, Namadheya, Arthavad and Mantra. So practically every sentence appearing in the mantra or Brahmanatmaka literature is tagged of either one of these. There is not only single tag, it is sub tag. That is, Vidhi has its own classification, Arthavad has its own classification. This is not my point of discussion, but just to tell you, the Mimamsak have classified all the Vedic literature, that is Mantra Brahmanatmak literature. Every sentence comes with one of the tag, one of the 5 tags. And that one of the tag is mantra. What is mantra? They call it as Prayoga Samaveta Artha Smarakaha Mantraha. Prayoga Samaveta Artha Smarakaha Mantraha. We know that Mimamsa is more ritualistic, or rather the ritualistic discussion is done by Mimamsak. So the rituals, Prayoga, while doing Prayoga, you have to remind the artha, the essence of the action or whatever you are performing. When we do our daily puja, we say Mantra Pushpanjalim Samarpayami. We say Akshatam Samarpayami. We say Padayoho Padyam Samarpayami. Doesn't, if the God is everywhere, He can understand what we are doing, but we have to utter that. And why? While doing prayoga, while doing the action, we have to remind prayoga samaveta artha smarakaha mantraha. Why we are doing it, with which intention we are doing it. It could be sacrifice, it could be commitment, or whatever. But whatever our intention is, the recalling of intention, whatever our desire, whatever our purpose, the recalling of that desire or purpose or intention is done by the sentences called mantra. Prayoga Samaveta Artha Smarakaha Mantraha. So it is expected that while you are doing Nidana, or you are doing Chikitsa, or you are doing Aushadhi Nirmana, or you are doing whatever other things told in Ayurveda, you have, while doing the action, you have to recall the purpose. You have to recall the intention, desire. Why I am doing this, why I am doing this, why I am doing the Nidan. Because if you don't know Nidan, you can't go ahead with the Chikitsa intervention. Nidana Madhav Kartavyam, Tato Nantaram Aushadham. So while doing Nidan, you have to remind the sutra. So that is meaning of mantra. So they are telling that idam agama siddhatvat pratyaksha vardarshanat mantravayat samprayuktavyam. That is Ayurvedic verses, you have to use it as mantra. Mantra is not something yogaja pratyaksha or something adhyatmik or what are they another things. It is practical thing. That is, you have to remind, you have to recall the Ayurvedic sutras according to your purpose. And you have to accordingly use the Ayurvedic text, whatever Vagbhat tales, Charak tales. That is the purpose of mantra. Then comes the Na Mimamsasyam Kathanchana. Now, many times it is a objection that Ayurveda tells Baba Vakyam Pramanam. Don't challenge. No, nothing like that. See, the Mimamsa, for Mimamsak, Veda is a supreme authority. They don't challenge anything told by Veda. They don't accept to challenge the Veda. But we have to understand the subtle difference of not challenging and what are challenging and what not challenging. And that is the crux of the point of Na Mimamsasyam Kathanchana. Mimamsak, as they hold the supreme authority of the Vedic literature, they say don't challenge the product of ritual. But while you can ask questions for your understanding, your comprehension about the process of that getting up to that phala. I'll tell you again. While telling that na mimausyam kathanchana, it is not expected that you should not ask questions. Yes, you are allowed. Pariprashnena sevaya, as they say in Gita. You are allowed. Whatever is told by Ayurvedic text, you can go and again verify by other pramanas. Though it is Apta Praman, you can see Pratyaksha Praman, you can go for another Anuman Praman, and you are allowed. But what you are not supposed to do is, don't challenge the product. Don't challenge the product of the Ayurvedic text. And for process understanding, yes, you can ask questions. So the na mimausyam kathanchana, it is not expected that you should not ask questions. Yes, you are very much welcome to ask questions about the process. And don't ask, please, whether this patient will be cured or not. If they are telling it is going to cure, it is going to cure. He is going to cure. She is going to cure. If they are telling it is asadhya, it is asadhya. So don't challenge the final product, but you can better understand the process by asking questions to your guru or your peers or whatever, and you are welcome. So that is na mimausyam kathanchana is, don't challenge the final product. I'll tell you one story heard by me. There was one Vaidya Shankar Singh Girase in a Maharashtra area near Dhule. He was so much fond of Vagbhat. I have heard that he has named his motorbike, at that time we called it Phatphati. He had named it Vagbhati, the story we have heard. And he was so believer of Vagbhat that if Vagbhat says Vasa is for Kshaya, yes, he applied Vasa whatever forms he could, and I have heard that he cured nearly hundreds of open cox patients. This is belief. But he believed that if Vagbhat says Vasa for X and Y, that is Vasa for X and Y. But the process, you can prepare Kwath, you can prepare Ghanasar, you can prepare Asav, you can prepare Siddha Gruta, you can prepare Siddha Taila, you can do Kwatha, you can have Ashta, whatever. So, what is expected in na mimausyam kathanchana is, please don't challenge the final product. If Charak says so, it is going to be so. But at the same time, you can go ahead with the better understanding process through asking questions to your grantha. Again, you can ask your guru, you can ask your peer, and all that. So this is again Paratantravalokanam. What we did is, we understood the concept of mantra, and at the same time we understood the concept of na mimausyam kathanchana. That's all for now. I'll see if I can come with some more Paratantravalokanam examples. Thank you.